Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Toby, aka Randale und Hurra, and what can I say? I'm back. I took a break from Ark for the last 4 months and didn't play a lot of games. Deleted my BGA account actually and only played over the board in real life, like 5 games in the last 4 months. But as it is with an addiction, I came back. It was good to take a break, definitely. Take a break from competitive arena, and you might have read some of my posts in the venting channel on our Discord, which is linked below if you want to join. But yeah, I went to the Ark Nova meetup in Berlin, where I met with Propaganda Panda, Zigzag, Monkey Doo, and Bulldozer. I forgot the other names, but there were 8 or 9 Ark Nova players, mostly from Germany, obviously. And yeah, after that I thought, maybe let's create another BGA account and try my luck. So here I am. Actually, BGA managed to reactivate my old account. So I kept my elo and everything and my stats. And as you can see, I'm already in gold for this new arena season. I've not played a lot of Marine World games and obviously missed the whole last season. But yeah, first new feature is Marine Worlds, and the second big feature for this arena season, if you've not noticed it so far, is that we have more leagues in Ark. So usually we had bronze, silver, gold, and elite, which led to the fact that almost everyone was elite at some point, and yeah, there were quite some rating differences between the top elite players and yeah, people trundling around with, I don't know, 1200 arena points. But now we have platinum. This is the dark phoenix logo here. And between platinum and elite, there should be diamond, I think, which is like a purple purple league. Maybe you can see it here. Ah, maybe we don't have diamond in Ark. Or it's not displayed because we only have platinum and elite players so far. I'm not sure. Maybe you can comment if there's a league in between. But I mean, it's good that we have platinum now at least. So that player base will be divided into more leagues. Should be good. We have 3,400 silver though, because I think you get demoted from elite down to silver. That's why there's so many right here. But some already advanced to gold, just like me, in 5 games played this season. And yeah, also Port Guard in the lead, more than 200 arena points. So he's the winner already, I'd say. But yeah, that's the second big news. And when I came back, I tried to snipe one of our fellow Discord friends, or the Discord master basically, Propaganda Panda. So let's look at the game we played. I think this was last season, so Panda dropped quite a bit from top 10 at some point to top 500 if you want to say so. And I started very late in the last season, only 3 or 4 days left, and yeah, I didn't make much progress. But still, I wanted to get used to Marine Worlds, and yeah. So my gameplay is definitely not flawless because I'm still learning action cards and the new cards in Marine Worlds, but let's have a look and You are welcome to criticize my moves here. So this is the game. As I said, I managed to snipe Panda, which is now living in Austria, in Vienna at the moment. So very confusing with his flags all the time. And we are on Commercial Harbor, a map I don't really like because it all comes down to timing the ×2 a lot of the games. We have predators, sea animals, and monkeys. So 3 species here as projects. Sea animals obviously completely busted. The reef animals can decide a game on their own, I think. But yeah, for the action cards, I'm not quite sure which are the best. Of course, I watch Sam's streams and he elaborates on them quite a lot, so that helps me as well. But from my own experience, I'm not that sure. Mark Animals is supposed to be good, I think. Obviously, you get a lot of more cards for the marking, and you can maybe force your opponent to deny some cards from you. So good card. X Association. I've not heard a lot about this card, so probably not the best. And yeah, just from reading, I can't imagine that it's very useful. You will probably get some X tokens early, and then maybe if you upgrade it, save some money, but not as game breaking as other cards. And then we have sponsors, trade sponsors. I think the sponsors cards are all pretty good, but this might be the worst. So I don't really like it. I've used it once so far. As I said, only 10, 15 games in Marine Worlds so far, but I think I went for Mark Animals here. Yes. And we get back oof, higher worker, which is obviously useless on the blue side. But upgraded, it can have some upside if you have a lot of workers. So yeah, probably a good pick. And then cards, snapping cards. Not played a lot of games with this card. Doesn't seem too strong. Obviously, sometimes you have upgraded cards and you're a little bit hesitant to snipe something at 5, strength 5 with upgraded cards. And if you get 2 snipes at least with this card, then maybe it's worth. But probably I took this card because I know that Panda uses it, likes to use it, and I wanted to try it, I think. Let's see. I'm not sure. Yes, I did. And we get sponsors back. I decided to go for the 2 we've chosen. And what do we get here? So we have Marine Biologist. That's a very clutch draw. Apart from that, we have a Gobi. Not really good because we don't have any reef power so far or symbiosis, but still could be an easy project. Expert on the Americas, not really. Engineer, I really don't like. Water Playground, always pretty good. And I think the other 2 animals are not really in consideration. And Spokesperson could be interesting if we start with Uni for marine biologists. No, for sea animals Uni with the marine biologist already in hand. But we could also think about a round 1 project. And then Spokesperson might be a little bit tricky to play. We are first player, so we would have first Soch Prio. And yeah, definitely a sponsor. Maybe it's just Spokesperson. end games are sponsored too, so definitely inclined to keep some sponsors. And specialized species, one animal category icon you did not support as a base conservation project. So I don't really like this end game. Again, not much experience with those new end games, but in this game we have 3 base projects with species, so we are trying to find some of those species and support the projects. So very unlikely that we build another Herbie engine or something. So I think sponsored is the way to go here. And yeah, maybe then export on the Americas is the safer sponsor to take here because it's always playable and yeah, has some decent value. So let's see. I did take expert on the Americas over spokesperson. So let me know if you think this was the right keeps. And we have a very, very interesting display. We have another sea animal here with the ribbon-tail ray. We have field research, obviously not that playable with 2 science as a condition. And also doesn't give a sea animal tag, so you might think that it's a Marine Worlds card, and it is, but it's not a sea animal tag, so not that useful. And Rhino, always interesting per se. So I actually talked to Panda after the game, and he didn't really like my start. I think it was reasonable, but he said with this display and with my marine biologist already in hand, I should have just taken Sea Animals Uni here. But instead I went with the aquarium builds to connect here to the harbor. Draw 1 card, probably from the deck. We get underwater tunnel, which is nice in general. But also we have a little bit of a problem. Usually you want to connect it to both the aquariums to get 5 appeal in the end game. But you have to place it on 2 water, so we cannot do this anymore because we placed the small aquarium bottom left. But still a good card. Let's see if I sell something. Not yet. Panda starts with building, probably also connecting to the harbor, and he takes a card from the deck. And yeah, now you can see my plan is indeed to support sea animals round 1. That's why I don't use the worker. Play marine biologist. Panda has side entrance. Places it on the top here. Also, sorry, I have 2 screens. That's why I'm always looking here straight ahead on my big screen, and the camera is in my smaller laptop screen. So that's just how my semi-professional setup is. And I actually play the Gobi here. Yeah. Now, after 6, 7, 8 more games with Marine Worlds, I think I wouldn't do it anymore because Gobi just has 0 value to appeal. Yes, enables me to do the project here, but I could have just started with Sea Animals Uni, Snap, Ray, play the Ray together with the Gobi maybe if I sell some cards, and then we already have Uni, Marine Biologist, Gobi, and Ray for 4 tags, so really close to the 5 tags here. But yeah, I'm still trying different strategies here with Marine Worlds. I definitely had to learn about the busted combos you can play with reef animals. So if you start playing reef animals, you always want to keep going with them and don't stop. And basically, if I supported at 2, I don't have as much of an incentive to go for 5 or even more sea animals. So yeah, we only get 2 appeal for Gobi. but at least project right now, and marking animals is really nice for the ray, so we still hope to get it. Panda takes species uni and goes for primates, and he did get, you can't see it, the howler. So playable monkey, free size, America, I think, right? Oh, I don't see any preview if I hover over it. Usually you can. And now we go ahead with the project. And I went for snapping. Maybe for the rhino or coati, actually interesting for the predators project. I'm not quite sure. Did go for an upgrade for sponsors. Yeah, makes sense. We have a lot of sponsors in hand, and underwater tunnel requires an upgrade. And I do snap the coati. Okay. Yeah, I mean, 2 size could have been interesting as well. Because we don't have hand size. Now cards is at 5, so I'm not sure what we do with our cards action. But we also want to stay in the round for longer with all our sponsors. And there's a sun bear. Panda builds a free size, probably for the howler. And we go ahead with our sponsors. Yeah, America's kiosk and 2 appeal, not the worst. And Panda draws from the deck 8 cards in hand. So after the discard, 7 cards in hand. Not interested in the sun bear. And I build a 2 size for the Quati. Draw Dugong, can be sold probably. Yeah. And Panda goes ahead, plays a lemur. Okay, he has a lemur in the free size. And sunbathing, not the best ability on commercial harbor. 1 more money through sunbathing instead of harbor. But he can play the monkey as well in the 2 size he built first move. Squirrel monkey. So already at 3 monkeys with howler in hand. He's looking at 4 or 5 primates here. And we just go ahead, play more sponsors. Water playground, nice appeal. Goes down there. Keep a little bit of space here on the for a 4 size maybe. And actually what I always miss is the placements for aquariums, because I still have to learn where you can place them neatly. And yeah, sometimes I just mess up my map and realize I don't have space for a large aquarium anymore. I mean, it's the same for reptile house and aviary, but those shapes are really built into my brain. And the aquarium shape is a little bit new to me. And it's even worse with Amazon house. So I need 2 minutes to figure out where I can place an Amazon house at the moment. And Panda breaks 7. Yeah, we have a lot of money, so they want to end the round. Low mountain range appears, always interesting. But I think Sunbear is a high priority here. Matches the project and just very good card. So what do we do now? Maybe even go for Predator Uni or Asia Partner Zoo makes sense with the Sunbear and the Ray, or draw from deck and see what it gives us. We do have a vulture and there is low mountain range, so very lucky, and I think I got generally pretty lucky in this game. Cable car, obviously also very strong. We have a Coati that goes nice with it. And primate breeding. Mostly happy that Panda doesn't have it. And I don't sell anything yet. Panda takes hand size. Second uni, upgrades sponsors. So I didn't say it, sorry, still new to me. Panda has money sponsors, very, very nice. And he took the X association card, so he just got an X marker by grabbing a uni when it was at strength 5. But money sponsors is really nice. Just some really crazy combos with all these sponsors you can play for money or money on the floor on the maps, and yeah, really tough to play against because maybe you look at your opponent's board and he has basically zero money in hand, but then he can play some sponsor to get, I don't know, some money +5 for from his card. Or if you get a sponsor that gives you CP, then you get 15 money for this reward up here. So yeah, really bonkers combinations sometimes. We go for a uni because we don't have a project inside. Or we go for a Soch now, and we go for Asia Partner Zoom. Reasonable, I think. And Panda, yeah, just breaks 2, gets 4 money basically, and then 5 money on top. So yeah, a little bit degenerate. But we have the Ray. Nice appeal. I didn't really notice that he gives 7 appeal. That's quite a lot for the price. And I decided to dig nothing here. And let's see if I play the Quati here. I do. Before I get cable car down. Not sure about that, but okay, let's go with it. And we get to mark the Rhino. Panda builds a 5 size, so Mandrill alert maybe. Makes sense with the money action he made for the 9 money, so he can afford Mandrill, maybe, I'm not sure even. And I build a 5 size for the Vulture. Not the most beautiful placement here with the kiosk, but I think I wanted to touch rock because we obviously tried to release it with the low mountain range here. If Panda doesn't snap it, he doesn't, he snaps the Rhino. And then the Meerkat then appears. I still wait with the low mountain range snap. So yeah, probably I just thought Panda's not that interested, so I can take my time and play a cable car. Fits nicely down here. Already in range for the ×2 because that's sometimes a problem if you start building on the left for for example, water spaces, and it's when the game advances pretty quickly, you can't make it to the ×2 without upgrade build, for example. And we get to draw a card. Not interested in research orcas, and we get a quarantine lab, which is immediately sold. And let's see what animal Panda has. He doesn't tell us because he caused the break, and this is good news because now we get to snap low mountain range, which we probably do. And just taking a cards action in between. Predator breeding, very nice for the Quati. We can grab America's Partner Zoo at some point. Aquatic, also very nice. We already have 2 aquatic from aquarium and water playground. So the goat is the discard, I think. And now we can go for Vulture into release. And Panda has the mandrill, so he has 5 monkeys. Beats us to 5 CP, which is not the worst because it's not a uni or partner zoo there. Oh, actually, he gets 2 CP from the mandrill itself, so he's at 7 already after supporting primates, and could have gone for an Soch upgrade to snack the 8 CP bonus, but yeah, doesn't have to. Build upgrade from Panda, also something you don't see too often, but there was a discussion on the Discord that build upgrade is actually decent in Marine Worlds again. I'm still trying what's best. And I can play the Vulture. Let's see what we get. Primate breeding, Vasa special, and a sea animal, which is, I think, the definite keep here. And already, as you can see, we only have one spot left for a large aquarium, I think. Top left. So yeah, I really have to be careful with my placements with all the new sponsor buildings and the aquariums in Marine Worlds. And we marked the lizard, obviously good for our cable car. Panda with the style move, do a Soch 6 to get 1 X token back. I'm not doing it with this card. Doesn't make sense. And he goes for posturing over 3 X tokens. Maybe because he already has 3 X tokens, but posturing. Oh, I forgot about the side entrance. Okay. Then posturing is obviously very, very nice. Although he has money sponsors, so money will never be a problem for Panda again. And he takes, no, he snaps Meerkat Den. Oh, and there's the Ibex, which we can snap with 3 X tokens. A little bit of overkill. But Panda with the ×2 on cards from Mandrill will probably deny it. Very sad. But we can go for low mountain range. Very nice project with the Vulture. Take 2 X tokens and 2 size reward to get a card. I take the lizard. Yeah, so Panda can't deny it. Doesn't fit in this 2 size, but maybe next round. Unfortunately, we still don't have hand size, so I should start selling some cards. And underwater tunnel goes. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit low on underwater tunnel. Obviously, 5 appeal is nice if you can connect it to both aquariums, but if not, it's not that good. And I think the best thing about it is that you get more space for your sea animals, so you can accommodate 2 more sea animals in there, or 2 cubes. But in this game, we don't have a lot of sea animals in hand. And we basically have to sell a lot of those cards, I guess. So yeah. Let me know if this is a definite keep all the time. Yeah, he snaps the Ibex and then 2 cards from the deck. So interesting situation now. We have money. We have no enclosure space for the lizard. We don't want to play the sun bear. We can play something from range here. Science Museum, obviously not. Reconstruction, not very good on this map because you want to keep the ×2, and with reconstructions you don't get any placement bonuses anymore. So do we cause the break here? I mean, Panda does or will have a lot of money, so we want to keep up with money, but at the same time, we don't really know what we need the money for. I did sell the filefish which is interesting, honestly, because, yeah, as I said, I'm still learning about the reef abilities and that they are, or they can be really overpowered. Also had extra value with exporting in the Americas, so maybe predator breeding is the sell here. We have to discard one card. So let's see. Aquatic. Okay. Yeah, interesting. It would have been the next project. Now I want to take America's Partner Zoo to then play Predator Breeding. It's slower than just supporting Aquatic right away, so yeah. As I have to get back to my form, and I'm only 600 elo at the moment, so I dropped quite a bit. That's why I deleted my account, because I was on a really bad run and I noticed that it's not healthy anymore. But yeah, it helped. Now I'm not as tilted when I lose. So definitely consider taking a break if you have the same problem. Two size down here next to rock for the lizard, important. And Tassie Devil is very interesting here, and that's why I snapped it. We have Big Nose, playable for Panda soon, but obviously Primates is already a base project. Panda still snaps it and goes for a build action, kiosk pavilion, 2 size, 1 size. Yeah, really interesting layout here. Everything built in the middle and this one 2 size enclosure from the start. And yeah, what do we do with our build action? Just a random free size. I mean, we don't want to exit back because we already have 5 X tokens. Free size might come in handy, but now we have a lot of enclosure space and we need to find animals. Panda takes Asia, and I spend an X token to play 2 animals. Oh, I can do Sun Bear into predator breeding. But for the lizard first, let's see what we get. Geological. So as I said, my draws are really good this game. So yeah, because we don't have anything else, I just go for the Sun Bear early here. Mark the Anaconda and then support predator breeding. And I take University here as a bonus. Which does make sense in a way, I think, because we have some nice tempo. We already have the next project in hand. So we definitely don't want to spend time grabbing unis manually if we don't have to. And we can go for hand size here. But we definitely want a science tag for devil. So probably species predator or just 2 rep. At 8 CP we should take 10 money, I think. And I did go for predator uni. So with Tassie Devil now we have 4 predators in hand and we get a dingo. Which has decent value with already 5 pack appeal then. Oh, Panda snaps the alligator, so he definitely has a release. At this level of players, you don't snap an alligator for no reason. And large animals appears with it, which should be interesting for Panda with alligator and mandrill and big nose in hand. And I go ahead and... Oh, I think I can play expert in small here for 5 appeal, which is not too bad. Yeah, I like this move. Could be easily missed, but It's a good card here. And Panda 4 size for marketing. Plays a Meerkat then. So 4 size is probably for the Rhino. And yeah, we want to see some more cards. I think we want to find sponsors. Maybe just build a speculative large aquarium here when we can do some marketing. But yeah, this draw is not the best. Macaw not playable, Crocodile not playable, Wombat, whatever. So Macaw goes, and we sell the Wombat. Probably Crocodile will also get sold. But yeah, at some point we want to play those animals. We're sitting at 38 money. And Panda plays the Ibex that we would have wanted. Oh, and it didn't even notice Sea Cave appears. So he can snap the Sea Cave now with the alligator. But probably already had Yosemite National Park. And he snaps Conference on Australia. Which is also a good card. A lot of people are pretty high on it. And I've played a game where I got like 8 appeal out of it. But it's really hard to play around, at least for me. You always have to watch your placements because you then have to enlarge the enclosures. So if you don't know how it works, is that if you play an Australia tag with Conference on Australia in play, you can increase the size of this 2 size, for example, to a 3 size. And if it's occupied, you get 2 appeal for it. And after that, if you do it again, you can convert the now 3 size into a 4 size. So this spot is actually pretty perfect for it. But as you can imagine, this 2 size can't be enlarged anymore because it's surrounded and we don't have diversity researcher or something in play. This 3 size can't be enlarged because we don't have build upgrade, and 5 sizes can't be enlarged as well. So yeah, I think it's hard to play around, but it's a decent card. And now we do build 5, but only a 2 size for Dingo or Devil. I think we can just play them in those 2 enclosures. The 3 size was speculative anyway, so we didn't find anything that fits perfectly. Dingo is good enough there. And let's see if Panda gives us time to play animals. We sell the Crocodile. And Panda breaks. Yeah, makes sense. So we upgrade at 5 rep animals. Yeah. I think with that much money, we want to play a lot of animals if we can. And then it's good to play 2 animals at 3 already. Panda snaps large animals. Yeah, good project for him. And we get a 2 size. Oh, do we go for ×2 here already? Probably not. We have geological and we have predators. But too early. Usually you want to cross with the ×2. And we snap the wall lizard because it has a rock tag. And finally we play some animals for appeal. Tassie Devil. Pouch the Anaconda, I think. Yeah. Which we got from marking. And lizard over dingo. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's our 5th rock. And by the way, Panda also has 4 rocks, so it's a project for him as well. Maybe start with predators then. And mark the dusky leaf monkey. Panda has Yosemite, as I suspected. Very nice release. But we can't complain, we had the vulture release early. Panda takes 5 money here, so not interested in the ignore conditions. And let's see how our end games look. 4 species, but that's predators, and we will support it at some point, so sponsored service is the way to go here. I mean, 2 CP is alright. Maybe we find some more sponsors. And Panda upgrades animals. So we only have 2 upgrades because we didn't take time to grab any unis or partner zoos. But why, if we don't need the upgrades and we have projects? 4 predators for another worker. And yeah, basically now we need to find animals because we have so much money. Panda does cards, so we can consider breaking here. But we have a worker we just took as a bonus. Yeah. Yeah, maybe just keep up the pace. Make money irrelevant because we have a lot of it. Panda also has a lot of it with side entrance and money sponsors. And we find a tortoise, which fits in the free size we built speculatively. Oh my god. That's very lucky. Tortoise is the best animal we can find. Expensive, but we have 69 money, so now with 65 points, we do go for the ×2. We have geological and maybe America's release. Gobi is a nice America's release. Could also consider putting ×2 on animals with all this money we have. On the other side, we have only free enclosures. So, yeah, I think it's reasonable. Panda snaps Caracal. And jungle appears, which is very nice for Panda. Panda builds 7. Okay. Wants to mirror our ×2. Builds a 5 size, which is maybe for the big nose. And he also has Rhino in hand still. Rhino project could be basically everything. Habitats. And 81 money for Panda, so yeah. We start with the tortoise, which is just a really nice point bomb here. Gets us another worker, which is important for the multiplier. Expert on the Americas. We don't need to sell anything. And now we have Dingo, which is 8 appeal, or Dusky Leaf Monkey for 5 appeal, but a clever. But we don't need the clever. We have 2 X tokens for a Soch 5 and take 3 X tokens as a bonus. So I think we can play the Dingo, which is just more appeal. And we're at 87 already. It's crazy. And Panda sitting at 49. Plays a Caracal. Okay. That's interesting. I thought he has something better in hand with this much money. Hunts Snowy Owl. Sells 1 card and plays the Rhino, which is good with the Meerkat then, but what's his project now? Conference on Australia for habitats is a little bit slow. He still has a 5 size open and a 1 size. Oh, he took ×2 on animals. I didn't see it. Okay. And he can play an elephant. Now he's at 4 Herbies and 4 Asia, so that's probably one of the projects. Let's see if he has another animal. And zebra for 5 Herbies. Okay, that's actually very nice. So there was from 49 to 85. Almost 40 points with the multiplier, of course. And probably boost sponsors down to have a sausage 5. So score is all of a sudden even. We have 2 projects coming up. But Panda has a 5 CP project and has 2 endgames from the elephant. We still have a 5 size empty, no animal for it. Maybe we do a cards action here? No, we don't. Geological. And yeah, we don't have to be scared that Panda leeches off of it because he has his own 5 CP project. And then we go for Gobi release, which is also 7 points. But we end at 106 only. Panda gets to 100 easily. Yeah, but not many interesting bonuses, I think. So we have a lot of projects here. Tiebreaker is on our side, I think. 6 projects. I love those games where you don't have to take upgrades and manually take time to go for unis and partner zoos. Just spam projects one after another. Our end game is okay to CP. We don't have cable car. We don't have expert on the Americas. And Panda doesn't have side entrance and doesn't have Meerkat then. So, whew, we have 6 points ahead if he goes for 5 Herbies. Oh, and now I remember something. Holy shit. He actually supports large animals, and I was sitting here and thinking, what are you doing? You just have 5 Herbies. And large animals is just 3 points less, 1 CP less. But he said he misclicked the Rhino project. That's absolutely crazy. So yeah, he could have gotten to 100. Let's see what endgame he has. Very lucky for us. He has specialized habitat and conservation zoo for only 2. So yeah, if he found something else with the elephant, he would have won. Actually, if he didn't misclick the Rhino project and went for 5 Herbies, it would be a tie, 112 to 112, and we win on tiebreakers. So the misclick is not the worst, but yeah, only 4 CP from 2 endgames combined is a little bit unlucky. Obviously, Sponsored Zoo is not the best as well. We could have had Conservation Zoo for easy 4 CP. But yeah, that was one of the first games I played after coming back. Really funny to play Panda, and it wasn't too bad for him, I think, because he was already pretty low in the arena, so I already also played a top 50 player then, and I was like rank 500, and I beat him. So that's obviously a little bit of smurfing from my side, but what can I do? I started playing arena very late in the season, so I can't be top 100 or something at this point. So yeah, let me know what you think about the game. I think we got very lucky with projects like predator breeding, geological, even aquatic, which I didn't use. Um, yeah, sea animals. I only played 2 sea animals. I think now I would have gone for more sea animals. We didn't see a lot, but I think I would have kept them and tried to abuse the reef ability. And yeah, probably I would consider twice going for 5 CP if you already have 4 sea animal tags inside. So yeah, that's about it. I hope this is more of a shorter video this time, and maybe I will record some more videos in the next week or grind some more arena and fall back into my addiction. We'll see. Bye guys.